Welcome to New Garden and Nursery. I'm Stephanie. John's over there somewhere. I don't think you can see him. Today is March 21st, and it's like 48 degrees out, but it's supposed to be a high of 81 today. We are going to measure out for the new hoop house that we got. Do some new measurements so we can see how much we need to level, if we're going to level at all. We don't know what we're doing right now. It's all up in the air. But right now, we're going to be measuring, and we're going to take you along for that.
Cluck, cluck, cluck.
I might need to move the camera because you don't get the whole thing in. I might need to move the camera because they can't see the whole thing. I want them to see our yard and not. I'll go this way. I don't want my camera to fall over. Do you want to go back this way more?
I mean, it gets steep over there too.
Yeah.
It's more level here than it is over there. But I don't know. You said you wanted to keep it in line with the house more than the yard. You know, the yard goes that way, the house goes that way. I mean, it doesn't matter, I guess.
This area right here is like a natural creek a long time ago, and they filled it. So all the water from the neighbors' houses, when it storms, when it rains, comes right through here, and it's just a little gully, kind of by our, I don't know if you can see it, our burn pile, kind of there. It dries up rather quickly, but it still happens.
Camera fell over, baby.
Huh?
The camera fell over. People aren't seeing nothing.
I just looked at it a minute ago and it hadn't fallen over. Uneven ground.
Uneven ground. Well, I would say we would want to move all these things.
Yeah. Just move them over.
Push them out of the way, and then take this tarp up and move all these pots and plants in a minute. I'm going to pick the littlest table up first because it's easy. It's pretty easy, honey. I figure we could throw all these stakes in this bucket and then use them again. It's a quality item. You can go right over that string. It's just a reference line. Just reference, honey.
Right, it's not going to rack you all over. Those little plants that we moved, they're over underneath that thing right here. That's where we moved them to.
Let's go see how John's doing. How goes it?
Hard work. But nothing that was hard was easy. Not gonna be hard. See, I'm delirious.
You are delirious. You've moved a lot of dirt.
Yeah.
You probably can't tell, but I'll do this way.
I'm gonna go over it with the teeler again. Try to get an idea about how level it is right now.
In case you couldn't hear him, he said he was gonna go over it with the tiller again to
With that.
get an idea of how level it is. We have a couple pipes in that area. What are those for?
It's for the neighbor's plumbing, which we really don't care about.
Right, yeah. Yeah, the neighbor's plumbing pipes are in our yard. There's something called something outs.
It's a cleanup.
Clean out, thank you. Clean out.
But again,
In our yard.
in our yard. And when we moved here, they were a foot out of the ground.
Yeah. And is it that neighbor's house right there?
Those two.
Oh,
That one and this one on the corner.
I don't know.
It might be those two. I don't think it's.
Yeah. Well, it's their clean out and they're on our property. And we cut them down because we had to mow around them and weed eat around them. So we cut them down to ground level so we could just go over them. But I don't understand why they're on our property. He's a worker bee.
Idiot. Taking this on is a little at my age. The shovel.
It keeps you limber, keeps you moving.
Yeah, I need to be limber. But it could also kill me
Well, it could, but you could be able to tell when you're getting,
when I'm getting killed.
yeah. I mean, if you need to take a break, you take a break, right?
Yeah, I drank all my Mountain Dew. I'm going with water next.
Do you have a water?
Nope.
Here, I'll go
But I
get
need
you.
a paper towel too, a decent amount of paper towels, or a towel and some paper towels. I don't know,
Okay.
something.
All right, I'll go get it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Good morning, guys. It is the next day, Sunday, March 22nd. And I'm going to show you the progress John got done on the leveling yesterday. Basically did it all day long. He's pretty sore today because this is the first hard labor of the year. But this is what it looks like. So the hoop house will be 30 feet long and then 20 foot wide. And then the doors to get in will be here. And then we'll have these pergolas in front of the entrance and they'll have shade cloth on it. So our shade plants will be here and our sun plants will be in there and some things will be outside, of course, out here. I'm really not for sure how we're gonna work out the buying area. So I'm thinking, I don't know. That's something that we'll just have to come up with as we get it built and see. But it's a pretty large area. And it's crazy because I just see a large vegetable garden with all kinds of vegetables, but a whole bunch of Silver Queen sweet corn. So, but that's the progress he got done on it, and I think it looks really good. I think he did a good job. It was hard work. Hi guys, Stephanie from New Up Garden and Nursery here. I just wanted to jump on here real quick and give you guys a little bit of information. The video that you just watched was us leveling for our hoop house, our 20 by 30 hoop house. There's a lot of speeding through it and not a lot of talking because the audio again was not the best. So I don't know. That camera that I was using, I'm just not using it anymore. I'm only going to use it when it is like we're in the house and we're actually in front of it, and it doesn't have to use a microphone, because that microphone with that thing is just so staticky. It's terrible. I hate it. I hate listening to myself talk. It just makes me cringe all the time. So, and I know I'm high pitched anyway, and this like exacerbates it 1,000%. So, and then the next thing I wanted to tell you guys, let me see here. Here pretty soon, in a few minutes, I'm going to show you the progress on the hoop house. Last Sunday, it was a beautiful day. We was expecting storms, and we just wanted to get it done. So we didn't put a camera up. We didn't do anything. We just did what we had to do and get our work done. We've got a lot to do before the third weekend in May when we open, so we're just busting it out. But from here on out, I have a better camera and I have better audio, so I'll feel better about videoing. Upcoming videos that we're gonna have, there's one that is just some cutting back around the yard, some cutting back of some stuff and talking to you guys. I used a phone for that audio, so that's a good audio. I think John is still doing some leveling in that video as well. So you'll be seeing that one next. And then we went to Hornbakers in Princeton, Illinois. So that's gonna be a pretty good video, I think. We stayed there quite a long time, and we met a couple from Kentucky, and we chatted with them for quite a long time. It was a good time. And let's see here. I'm gonna show you guys the progress on what we did last weekend with the hoop house and with moving some plants. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. We appreciate it. Sometimes I feel like the videos, as I'm learning, seem to be all over the place, and there's not much focus on one thing, but that's my brain and that's how I am, so it's kind of hard to be different. So, but let me take you along and show you guys what we've done, and we'll see you back here in just a second. Okay, so first, these are Crocosmia, there's Ligularia, there's Leotris, all here. There's Yarrow, there's a Stilbe or a Cebe, and then there's some plants over here. So this is all our sun-loving things, and we got everything we got a nice path, and we kind of got this cleaned up a little bit. We still need to clean all the dead leaf area and kind of make it look cleaner, but that's what we did over here. And then let me take you over to the other side. And then over here, we got the pergolas set where we want them, and we put the shade cloth on top. So all our hostas are shaded and they are organized somewhat. I just threw them over here. We went through some things. I organized them, and we'll have to get our table set up, but at least I feel better now because they are shaded and they are not getting burnt by the sun. It is very humid here today and sunny out, and I was really getting worried about the hostas and the sun. So, but this will be the front section of the hoop house. This here and that over there, that's the doorway. So it'll be in there. But we got some landscaping fabric down, and John laid the bottom layer of the hoop house, the support, I guess, I don't know, the first layer, the first thing that needs to be put down. But we got that done, and we started getting some landscape fabric laid, and we ran out of stakes, so I had to order some stakes, and they came Monday, so we'll get all that done. But we also put some landscape fabric here that wasn't here before. So, but that's what we got done last weekend, and like I said, hopefully this weekend, weather permitted, that we can get more stuff done. Well, thanks guys. Like I said earlier, we thank you so much for watching and keeping up with us and seeing how things were going, and audio will be better from here on out. I promise. All right, guys. Thanks. You have a great day. Bye-bye.
All right. Gotta do the intro.